Good morning, or good afternoon rather, and welcome to the SmartPA Partnership Discovery webinar. Today is Wednesday the 25th of October, and my name is Sarah Bijawi, and I am the Managing Director and co-founder of SmartPA. And I'm absolutely delighted to be here today to host your Discovery webinar. So the purpose of the next 30 to 45 minutes is to walk through 4 key areas. So first and foremost, to bring to life and to discover what it takes to become part of the SmartPA talent pool. To provide you with an understanding of the SmartPA business opportunity and to really delve into a little bit more detail of what that entails. We're going to share a few case studies and success stories with you, and finally provide you with some questions that you might want to ask yourself if you are considering becoming part of the SmartPA community. Okay. So what I would suggest to start off is, first and foremost, that you're ready to take some notes. There will be an opportunity to ask questions at the end of the presentation. We'll do our best to answer as many of those questions as we can. However, as I say, we want to try and round up within about 30 to 45 minutes. We'll, as I say, we'll do the best to answer as many questions as we can. The last time we hosted this webinar, we got quite a number of questions. If there are a vast amount, what we will do is we will follow up with you on those questions after the session. Okay, so within those outcomes that I just outlined there in terms of what we're going to be covering, subjects that we're going to be exploring are community, empowerment, business. Disruptive innovation might be a new concept to some people on the webinar today. Technology and success. What does success mean? All right. So let's get started. And let me move this screen over. Okay. So the assumptions we've made for all the attendees that are present today are, and the way we've designed this session is that you are an individual who is considering becoming a business owner, and within that you are considering becoming part of adopting the SmartPA business opportunity and business model. So you're on a journey of discovery, you'll have questions, so we have made that assumption that that's why you're here today. So first and foremost, I'll bring to life who's SmartPA, give you a little bit of background information on who we are. So SmartPA was created it was born essentially about 10 years ago. And it was co-founded by myself and our CEO, Andrew Wright. The actual concept of SmartPA was born from a previous business that I had myself, where we were supporting businesses and people on a B2C level. So it was to support consumers, individuals looking for a better work-life balance. Through that journey, Andrew Wright, our current CEO and co-founder, he was one of our clients of that business. And he really thoroughly enjoyed the experience and helped us to re-strategize to take the model to supporting businesses rather than just individuals, consumers. So that's where SmartPA, that's a very, very high level overview of where it came from. And then Andrew and I got together and created SmartPA that you know today. Approximately 5 years ago, we decided that we wanted to grow a community of SmartPAs across the UK and globally. A community that had a shared purpose, that we're all, working towards and focusing their energy on like I say, a shared purpose, and who we could support from a head office perspective to achieve long-term success. And I'll talk about our vision in a couple of slides further down the line. So to deliver that growth of that community, we chose a franchise model to deliver that. And here we are today. So where are we today? So we're a global business. We have offices globally, and the great thing about that is we have great presence, but we also have that local expertise, which is really, really key for our customers and ourselves as, again, I'll use that word again, as a community. We have approximately 250 SmartPAs. We're growing organically in South Africa. We launched in America earlier this year, and have that launch, soft launch, actually proved much more successful than we ever imagined. And one of the things I'm personally really, really proud of, and was part of the drive to pull together this talent pool and community, is the wide skill set that we have, the diversity and the phenomenal talent pool that we have today, and that we allow our clients to access is absolutely fundamental to our business model. So what I'm going to explore just now is we're going to have a look at our marketplace and what is driving the demand for our services. So we've explored who we are. So yes, now let's look at the external factors that are driving the demand for SmartPA services. So first and foremost, as we know today, the norm, or becoming the norm, is working remotely, working on an agile basis, working from home, whatever the terminology you want to and you might use. Remote working is the norm. So that is absolutely fantastic for our business, for SmartPA, because what that allows us to do is, when we're talking to organizations or individuals of small businesses or small sole trading businesses, they've already adopted that model in their head, so they don't need the traditional office space with the traditional business support within that space. So that's absolutely fantastic for us. 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. You know, when we were talking to businesses and business people about engaging our services, there was very much an educational piece required on remote working at that point, whereas now that's gone. It's just the norm. Am I right? So who do we support? So at SmartPA, we support everybody from a one-man business right through to a large organization and anybody in between. Yeah, the key of our customer profile is somebody who obviously requires support and who understands the value of having phenomenal business support and what value that adds to their organization or them as an individual. But we support all organizations of all sizes. So just to recap on the benefits of remote working and why this is driving the demand for SmartPA services. So obviously it's going to increase productivity and efficiency to the individual and within the business. You know, it's decreasing property and office costs within the business. It has a positive impact on the environment, which is very important. And by the end of 2017, approximately 50% of businesses will actually have remote working policies integrated into their business already, into their HR manual or within their operating manual. As I say, it is becoming the norm. So that's really driving the need for SmartPA. Obviously, technology is another external factor that's driving the need for our services. It's improving technologies actually, and I could probably do a separate webinar just on this subject matter in itself, is actually changing the role of the traditional business support person, the PA, the administrator. It's making their role, a lot of the mundane tasks that were the norm within that role, such as photocopying or filing, etc., etc. All these things are dispersing or becoming reduced because of the benefits of technology. So what we've noticed over the years is that's, you know, ensured that the role of the PA, the business support role, has actually had to raise it, you know, raise the bar. getting much more responsibility within the role. So the types of activity, projects and tasks that the business support individual is now conducting on behalf of their manager or client, etc., is higher level responsibility, more decision-making tasks, a lot of project management, and really working side by side with the individual on an executive level support. That's not to say that the whole administrative processing element has completely dispersed. That's still there, but technology is enabling us to make that a much more fluid and efficient process. So the drive for the need for SmartPA services in the business community today is really leading us to shake up our sector, really disrupt the marketplace. So what is disruptive innovation or a disruptive technology or a disruptive service? What does that actually mean? I'm not sure if actually any of you might have heard of the term. You may have. I'll take a second just to bring it to life just now. So if we explore what that means, it's essentially disruptive innovation creates a new market. It creates a value network and eventually disrupts and completely displaces the old marketplace. Yeah, and that is predominantly done through improving the service or the product and making it more fit for purpose and making it more customer friendly. SmartPA is described in lots of different spaces about being a disruptive innovation, a disruptive technology, a disruptive service. So we'll displace and move to displace an existing marketplace and improve that marketplace. So one of the, I think what's important to highlight just at this stage is how we're improving the customer experience. So as part of the SmartPA business model and proposition, we are passionate believers in continuous development and in continuous improvement to achieve long-term success. So whether you are a SmartPA partner or whether you're a member of the SmartPA head office team, you know, we encourage learning, we encourage a growth mindset to continually improve and refine and define and get better and better and better, whatever it is you're doing in your job or as a business owner, as a SmartPA partner, and how that will impact the customer experience, the end customer. So we actually have our own SmartPA training academy. And within that training academy, the philosophy is it's not what we do, it's how we do it. Yeah. So everything that we do and and how we deliver the SmartPA service is engineered towards creating a phenomenal customer experience. Now, obviously, every customer for SmartPA is exceptionally important, and to ensure that each and every one of those customers receive a phenomenal service is paramount to the success of our business. Obviously, they're going to refer us, they're going to give us testimonials, they're going to be, engage our services for long periods of time or for, forever in some cases. So that our SmartPA Training Academy is fundamental to and core to who we are as an organisation. So as our SmartPA partners decide, they want to, take on the SmartPA business model, they will undergo a 6 to 8 week accreditation program conducted by the SmartPA Academy. So everything that we do in that program, as I say, has been designed, and it's been designed, and obviously the benefit of engaging in a franchise, typical franchise model or partnership model, is you're benefiting from the learnings. You're benefiting. So think 10 years of SmartPA in development. We've made the mistakes. We've learned from that. We've spoken to our customers. We've gained feedback from our customers to say, did that work for you? Didn't that work for you? How was that experience when we did this? How did that make you feel? Was it up to your standards, etc., etc. So we've taken all of those learnings that we've delivered over the years, And we've packaged that within our training program that is then delivered to each individual partner of SmartPA. So that's just within the accreditation program. We cover a lot of that. As I say, we're great believers in continuous improvement. So after that accreditation program, the learning doesn't stop. It continues, and I'll touch on that in a second. So I will flick to my next screen and talk about our vision before we start to actually dig a little bit deeper at the specifics of the business opportunity. All right. So our vision at SmartPA is to empower individuals to achieve long-term success. That's it. Pretty simple. So before we go any further, I want to just hone in on the word empowerment and what that means. And I'm going to ask you a question, just something to think about over the next couple of seconds. When was the last time you empowered yourself? And what does empowerment mean to you? So SmartPA, empowerment means to us, it's about providing an individual with the tools, the support, the technology, the know-how, the training, absolutely the resources, absolutely everything that you can possibly provide that individual for that person to take all those learnings and to have that growth mindset, to take on board all that information and to empower themselves, yeah, to achieve what they choose to achieve. Everybody's measure of success and vision is different in life, depending on, you as a human being and what's important to you. And we know that at SmartPA. So within our business model, there are a variety of ways in which you can operate your business. Yeah, you can do it on a part-time model, or a full-time model, or a quarter-time model, or there's a whole host of opportunities in which you can operate to match your own individual ambition and measure of success. And our vision supports you as a human being, as an individual, deliver whatever that is for you. Yeah? So that's a bit about our vision. It's about empowerment is the process of becoming stronger, more confident, and we do that for each partner that we recruit month on month. And we've got some great case studies that I'll quickly discuss in a couple of slides' time. So I think it's important just to be aware of the vision of SmartPA, because, as I say, it's present in everything that we do. It's that vision is then, present in the training, present in the business support that we provide you after your accreditation and after you launch your business. It's present in our commitment to our partners and how in our marketing strategy and the investment that we put into that year on year. So that vision is really important for you as a potential SmartPA partner to really understand that and what we stand for as an organization. Okay, so as promised, I'm now going to delve into a little bit more detail about the actual business opportunity that SmartPA presents you. So, as it says in the tin, we provide you with a business in a box. We provide you, as part of your SmartPA business opportunity, literally everything to operate your business, to grow your business, to launch your business, to flourish in your business, to create that long-term success is included in what we provide you. Okay? So what is that? So, okay, Sarah, that's brilliant. Break it down. All right, okay, so we'll talk about technology. So how do you support your clients? How do you bill your clients? How do you report back to your clients? How do you, as a business owner, measure your profit and loss? How do you, all these things in terms of how you operate your business, the back end of your business, we have our own bespoke technology that we've developed over the years that allows you to manage your business in one place. All right? So that's one piece of technology. Another piece of technology is the SmartPA Hub. So again, linking back to our continuous development and improvement and training academy, the SmartPA Hub becomes a fundamental tool and go-to place for each individual partner on a daily basis. Yeah, so within that SmartPA Hub, that is where the community is fostered. That is where all your documentation is stored. It's where you will find all your training modules. It's where you will find company updates on the news feed. It's where you will find motivational tidbits, you know, each and every day. So that is included also. You also get, from a marketing perspective, the SmartPA website. So we invest heavily in the website and the development of the website, which generates brand awareness, inquiries, etc., etc. So that's just a little bit on technology. I'm going to flick to the next screen, which is around marketing. So again, as part of our investment in the Business in a Box, we invest heavily in all aspects of marketing activity. So from above the line, below the line, digital, you know, search engine optimization, football matches, radio, magazines. We invest in all of these places. PR, which obviously, so what that's doing is it's driving the brand awareness, which is supporting the organisation on a global level as well as a local level to each of the individual partners. So one of the fundamental things as part of how we support our partners is we actually provide you with guaranteed revenue. So how do we do that? So first and foremost, we provide you with a bonus client. Each partner receives, within the first 3 months of trading and operating and launching the business, one bonus client. However, depending on your skill set, depending on your geography, depending on your business model that you choose to operate, a lot of partners will receive more than one bonus, but the promise to us is to provide you with one bonus client. You also have the opportunity to receive further revenue by way of our SmartPA client support program. So where other SmartPAs may require assistance from the community of SmartPAs who are all trained to the same level to support them in their organisation and their SmartPA business, so there's an opportunity to earn revenue there. There's also an opportunity to earn revenue from the corporate market, which is owned by the head office team. So the head office team drive the corporate market, our partners drive the SME market. And as we drive win contracts and business from the corporate market, we then have offer that first and foremost, that work to our SmartPA community. And if you decide to book in for a one-to-one after this, we can talk about that in a little bit more detail there. Okay, so let's talk about community. Community is something that's unique to SmartPA, something, again, we're very, very proud of. It's proven that when working as a group or as a team or as a community, that you will achieve more and deliver more. So that's something we're very, very proud of. So we cultivate that community spirit first and foremost through the hub, the technology, the learning platform. We also have a few other areas by which we cultivate that community. So we have local initiatives and meetups. We have regular annual roadshows. We also have the SmartPA Brand Ambassador Program. So within certain geographies across the country, they are headed up by a SmartPA partner who's achieved brand ambassador status. And they become a point of contact, a mentor, a confidant to the SmartPA partners in that locality. And again, that helps to drive community spirit. So you're not sat there by yourself, working from home, operating your business with no other human contact other than that from your clients. It's very much a team spirit at SmartPA. Okay. So, a couple more slides before we move on to questions. So success stories. So hopefully you'll have had a chance to have a look over our website, our discovery pack, before attending this webinar. But if not, what I would suggest is you do book in for a one-to-one session if you would like to find out more, because that will then enable you to A, find out further information and dig a little bit deeper in terms of who SmartPA are and what the opportunity actually entails. But most importantly, it allows you to speak to existing smart PAs, people who have been with us for 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, people who have, you know, been through the smart PA journey and are delivering and driving and operating successful businesses. And that's really important that you get to speak to these people as part of your decision process. Okay. But to highlight a couple of success stories that jump to mind, we've got one lady who that springs to mind, who's based in is based down south, and her sort of main success has been that she, from launching her business to this point, which I think is around about 8 to 9 months, has delivered a return on investment and profit within her SmartPA business model already, which is fantastic. We have another lady who, again, she's one of our high-performing SmartPA partners. She operates a part-time business model because that suits her lifestyle and her commitments. And she, as I say, she is in the higher echelon of business turnover, working part-time and operating her business model as the account manager and not delivering the services. Yeah. So that's where the people that are delivering the services to her clients are other SmartPA partners. And again, if you want to find out further information about how that operates, that client support program, that would be explained to you on your one-to-one. So that's just a couple of very, very high-level success stories. Like I say, I encourage you to have a look at our website. There's more there. And if you go ahead with the one-to-one, you'll get the opportunity to actually speak to some SmartPA partners. So before we move to your questions, and I think I'm running to time, and I'm going to look to my colleague who's actually here, Noni, to make sure I am running to time. Yeah, perfect, great. And then Noni's going to come on board, and she's going to ask, provide me with some questions that have been asked during this webinar. But I'm going to give you a couple of questions to ask yourself as part of your decision process. Things that you should be thinking about and challenging yourself before committing to becoming a business owner or a SmartPA partner. All right? So the first question is, and you might want to write this down, are you ready to take accountability for your own future success and empower yourself? Are you ready for that? Do you want that? Does that give you butterflies? Does that excite you? Yeah? Start with the end in mind as the next question. So what is your personal measure of success? What, by becoming a SmartPA partner, what would be your personal measure of success? Would that be revenue? Would that be work-life balance? What would that be? What does that look like to you? Yeah? Think about that. Something that's really important as well, are you a self-starter? Are you a motivated individual with a growth mindset? Are you open to change? Do you sort of need somebody to sort of help you get out of bed in the morning? Or are you somebody who's motivated, driven, with energy, and when working with a team and an organization, you know, can empower yourself and to create success for yourself? Are you a team player? Do you enjoy working with yourself as well as being part of a community? That's an important question to think about. And they're the questions that I would suggest you ask yourself. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite my colleague, Noni. I think she actually might be coming into the meeting room. So this is Noni. And I'm going to answer any questions that have been, a few questions that might have been presented. Yeah, I've got a few for you. Okay, so for our first question, we've got Okay, so the accreditation program will last 6 to 8 weeks on average. We've got Sherry from London who wants to ask who owns the bonus client. How does that all work? All right, okay. So as I said, each partner receives a bonus client distributed by the head office team. All right, okay. So the question was, first and foremost was, does the partner, Sherry from London wants to ask who owns the bonus client and how does it work? Okay, so when head office issue the bonus client to the partner, that bonus client becomes the partner's client. They own the client, they bill the client themselves directly, they work with the client directly. You know, that client becomes your account. So that's how that works. The next question, Peter from Manchester saw us on BT Sport last night and would like to know what other marketing support we offer. Okay, so I touched on that ever so slightly in the presentation. So within our marketing strategy, we invest in a variety of above-the-line and TV opportunities, such as BT Sport, Talk Sport, radio, we do radio, PR, we invest heavily in PR. We invest heavily in the digital space, so you know, ensuring we're top of the search engines. We invest heavily in that. We advertise in a variety of high-level magazines, such as the EasyJet magazine. We've just done a partnership with the James Caan magazine, so we're in there for 8 months. So I hope that answers the question. Sally from Durham has said that she's an experienced PA with a particular skill set, but would like to know what happens if a client asks for something that she can't deliver. Okay, Sally. So if a client asks you to deliver something or to manage a project on their behalf that you don't have the skill set to deliver, that is one of the unique elements of SmartPA. So you would link in at that point to the SmartPA community, that client support team, that program. So more than often you will be supported by another SmartPA that does have that skill set. So that's where that diversity and that wide skill set that we have within our talent pool is absolutely key, which allows us to promise our clients that literally we can deliver anything they ask us to deliver because we have that talent pool. The final question, we're going to take us from Joanna from Dubai. My gosh. She's living in Dubai but planning to move to the UK or the US in the not too distant future. How does that work? And can I move my business? Absolutely, yes. So again, one of the benefits of SmartPA being a remote business, you can literally deliver your business from anywhere in the world. You can support clients. We have someone based in Scotland, and her client base is predominantly based in Australia, believe it or not. She also has customers in the US. So absolutely, that is not a problem whatsoever. So that's fine. Any other questions? Fine, brilliant. Okay, so thank you. So that's it. So hopefully that will have provided you with some high-level information about the SmartPA business opportunity, allowed you to start to think about questions, further questions that you may have in your decision process in that journey. And like I say, if you did want to find out a little bit more about the opportunity and what that could provide you, the next step for you is to book in for a one-to-one session, a private session with one of our recruitment managers who will walk you through the entire business model, the A to Z, and answer all your individual questions on a one-to-one basis. So thank you very much for your interest so far. Thank you for joining me today. And I believe we'll be sending this recording to you at some point within the next 24 hours. Thank you.